Hey guys, it's December 7th and I'm on day 5 of my 30-day video challenge. Last night I tried Googling my name that I use for my channel, which is Nellie Ray, and I was just curious to see if there's anyone else out there with my name, and it turns out there was another YouTuber channel with the name Nellie Ray. She did speak in another language, but I still felt like I wasn't original and I was copying her because she was there longer than I was and she was posting regularly. It just didn't work. So I'm trying to change my name. Don't know till what yet. I'm not that creative when it comes to stuff like this. And then I googled the name Nellie Ray, and I found like a stripper or something, someone who works in those adult videos. It wasn't R-A-Y, it was R-E-Y, so like it wasn't exactly the same, but I still didn't feel comfortable. So those were like two reasons why I'm gonna try and change my name. I was never really in love with it. I did like it, but it wasn't something like I have to have it. So I don't mind changing it. It's just I don't know what to change it to. On my lunch, I'm drinking a smoothie for lunch because I'm too lazy to make anything to eat. 3 bananas, some chia seeds, ice, and almond milk. Tastes pretty good. Some ice cubes. Yeah, so that's my lunch, which I'm fine with because like it fills me up. Lots of bananas. Do bananas have protein? I'm not sure. I know they have potassium, so. Branding is something I have to work on. Yesterday was Sunday, so I was lazy all day. And if you saw my last video, it wasn't a great Sunday. What I did yesterday was I made a WordPress website. And I made one post. It was kind of just random, just like an introduction, like, hey, I'm on WordPress, I got a website, my blog, you know? So, it is linked in, if you go to About, you can see all my links, my Twitter's there, which I'm probably going to change because I don't use it that much, and it doesn't feel like a personal Twitter. It feels like I don't use it that much, so let's just say that. And I'm going to make a new one specifically for this account, for my YouTube channel. Like, I know I don't have a big following yet. I'm going to. I'm determined. It's one of my goals. So those are my links if you want to go check that out. My Tumblr's there too, which is pretty, it's not that amazing. Like, I just post whatever, so it's not very consistent. So yeah, branding. So a tip for you is if you're gonna brand, make sure you Google whatever you think you've come up with that's so original. Google it first. Search all the links, make sure no one else has taken it. And if you find that no one else has taken it, you better claim that really quick, cause like you never know what's gonna happen. So that's a little tip for you, which I wish I'd done. But I came up with the name like in August. I didn't really think about it at that time. Another thing I want to talk about is today, instead of doing my first period media arts class, there was like a presentation where 3 former students from my school came back to talk to us about the art industry and the business industry and how to put them together. So there's lots of students who get art degrees and then they can't really find work. Like there's not a whole lot of jobs there, but there's definitely jobs there and there's definitely ways that you can make money. It's not gonna be easy. We all hear about the struggling artists. They're telling us like, yes, that's true, but that doesn't mean that you can't find work and you can't make money in that industry. So they're just telling us what they did. There was a girl who was in public relations in the music industry. They're all in Toronto. We're not in Toronto, but we're close. We're really close to Toronto. So she does a lot of stuff in the music industry with public relations and stuff like that, festivals. And then there's a guy who was a dancer, actor, and recently became a fashion designer. So that was pretty cool. He did the cheerleading outfits for We the North, the basketball team. I'm not really good with sports. So the basketball team that has We the North, he did those cheerleading outfits with like a little strap at the back. So, and then the last girl, she was a dancer who made her own studio. She said that she started late as a dancer around the age of 11, so that's pretty cool. Like, you can come from like just graduating school or not even graduating school with a degree or anything like that, and you could just, if you work really hard, you could just build yourself up. And I just thought that was really cool that they made something out of not nothing, but basically nothing. I kind of related to it because I really like video. I'm to be honest, I'm not really comfortable. Well, I'm not uncomfortable with being in front of the camera now. Like a few months ago, I would have been, and you could still tell that I stutter a lot. But I think it's because I've been doing this for like 5 days. I've gotten used to the camera, and like I actually look at it more. Like I still like gaze off sometimes, but I still look at it more. I like being at the back end of it. I like being the editor and like filming people. I would like to be in the video industry, to be honest, the film industry. It's not really something my mom would be into. My dad, I'm not sure yet. He just wants to make sure I could support myself. Like I'd be able to get paid and support myself like that. But my mom, I feel like she's really into me having a title, like a doctor, a lawyer, or optometrist. I thought of being an optometrist, but then I saw that like not a lot of people got accepted in, and I'm not that great at science, so I kind of just dropped it, and she was kind of sad about it, which I feel bad about. But like, if it's not you, then don't do it, because it's your life. Even if your parents say like, oh, it's our money paying for your education. If your parents are forcing you to go to university, but you really want to go to college and do something completely different, if you can't get out of going to university because your parents are telling you, just do it, I guess. Like, you could try and convince them, but if they're like rock solid, they're not moving, do it, and then later in life you could try and go back to it. Like, if you really wanted it, you would really try and you would really do it. That's my mindset. Like, easier said than done, but I really think if we work at it, we could do it. So basically what I'm trying to say is that if there's something you really want to do it. That was something I struggled with YouTube especially. I'm like, oh, it's not the right time yet. Let me start in a few months, or let me start in the summer, or let me start this time, next time. And I just didn't. So that's why I gave myself this challenge, this 30-day challenge, to get myself into the habit of filming, even if I don't want to, or I don't feel creative, or like, I know I haven't made anything creative, like it's just me talking, but like it's for me to get used to the camera, used to editing, used to uploading, and used to talking and speaking my mind. Hopefully I'll get to make it more creative, more visually appealing, because like, you know, I'm not Beyonce or anything. I know, it's okay. It's just for practice to really get me going, you know? So the 3 students who came back, they also talked about networking, which I think is really important, and that it's something I'm really bad at. Like, for real life examples with real friends, I'm really bad at keeping friends. I could probably make a friend in a decent amount of time, but keeping them, I'm horrible at keeping friends, to be completely honest. Because there's things like I don't text people. Texting isn't really my thing. I don't like texting. I don't feel anything when I text people. Okay, that's a lie. Like, if I was texting my crush, I feel like, oh my god, what do I text back? Oh my god, he texted me. But like, if it's just a general, casual conversation, I don't feel connected at all. Not at all, but like, I don't feel it. But if I'm like talking face to face, I can connect with the person, I could see their emotions, I could hear their tone of voice. It's just so much easier for me to connect with a person if I'm face to face than if I'm texting. I feel like making connections is going to be quite hard for me because I like to keep to myself, and I'm trying not to because I know I'm not going to get that far. Not working, so important. I get so awkward, so I smile a lot, and I'm like, The more I talk, the more I have to edit, so I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.